as I mentioned, National Compliment Day. And, Jeff, you look like you may have lost some weight. You're looking real good this morning. How are you?
I thought you were going to compliment me on my new haircut.
I like the haircut, too. I like that. What's it, business in the front and party in the back, I think?
No, it's nothing in the front and nothing in the back is my haircut.
Mine too, but so what do you think? Do you go along with Americans now say they need to be making roughly $122,000 a year to feel financially healthy, or is there any way to come up with an average?
You know, that's a really good point of conversation, and to me, what's interesting about the 122 is a lot of things. Number one, depending upon what kind of income that is, will determine how much bring home that person or that couple gets. So in other words, a lot of people think, well, $122,000 is $122,000. It doesn't matter if I work for it. It doesn't matter if it comes from pension and Social Security. Yes, it does. It does. It totally does, and it depends upon what state you live in also. So I know that's a national average and wherever that poll was and that kind of thing, but there's so many factors that go into that statement. And oftentimes in my office at Family Wealth Group, I mention that I get mad about national advice or national statements that are made because it's such an individualized process. However, if that couple has their home debt still and they're paying on a car and maybe they have a student loan that they're still paying on, or maybe they took over the student loan payment for one of their kids and they have a credit card that seems to never get paid up, then absolutely they're going to need that much money, because before you know it, half or more than half of your bring home is going straight back out the door to debt service, which kind of takes you to the next point of everybody having nightmares about debt service and losing sleep over their financial situation. So, yes, depending upon a national average with all the consumer debt that's out there, absolutely. I have found in our office, though, that a very simple process of just looking at where you currently are, writing things down, analyzing the interest rates, analyzing what it would take to knock out some principal and reduce some debt payments to improve cash flow is a very, very valuable exercise. I often get feedback like, yeah, but this money's only at 3% interest, and this money's only at 4% interest, and I can invest my money and make more than that. And I say, yes, you probably can. However, you still are having to make the payment. So I'm not in an argument with you about interest rate versus making money with your money. What I'm in an argument with is how much gross money do you have to make, especially for retirees. What tax bracket is that throwing you into? What kind of long-term impact does that have on the investments that you're having to pull money from? And when are you going to be out of debt? When is there going to be a time when you can be a part of the national average that's $60,000 or $70,000 of gross income? However, you have more money at the end of the month for you to spend because you didn't send any payments out. And so that's the conversation that's of value for a lot of people. And at the end of the day, as our founder at Kevin Metzler at Family Wealth Group says, it's not what you make, it's what you keep, right? So, we get all excited at our first job, and we got our $10 an hour coming in, now $15 an hour coming in, and now all of a sudden we get our paycheck, and we're like, where's the $15 an hour? And it's not what you make, it's what you bring home, it's what you keep. And so many people aren't keeping money. It's flowing through their hands. They're servicing tons of debt. They don't really have a plan. And they spin and spin and spin, and then they can't sleep, and they have a nightmare every now and then they end up in a mess. And so don't let that be you. Get a plan and follow that plan.
How do folks get a hold of you?
859-309-0349. TheFamilyWealthGroup.com is our website.
Were you in Auburn by the any chance over the weekend?
Wasn't in Auburn, no. My son Reed had a ball game later that night, and so we got to watch the Kentucky game and then hit the road and head up to Scott County. We played a ball game against Scott County Saturday night, and so didn't get to go, but would have been a great atmosphere to be in. Tough game, tough loss. We were playing so good. My goodness, we were playing so good. Everything was clicking. Of course, Ty goes down with an ankle, and we try to hang on a little bit and just Auburn's a great team and in a great atmosphere, but that's how you do it, man. You just fight back and you defend. I mean, our guys defended really well. They hit some incredibly difficult shots, but that's what great players and great teams do in those big moments. But man, I love our team. I love the grit of our team, and I think that they're going through some battles to get ready for the war at the end of the season. So I'm proud of our guys.
I am too. And I heard this morning that Ty Washington was his left ankle. It's not a serious situation, but they will probably keep him out Tuesday, and then should be back in for Saturday's game. And also Wheeler, bless his heart, I don't think I've ever seen anybody hustle like he does. But man, he's got to learn how to not run into people. You know that monster center that he had. I mean, it'd be hard not to run into him, but. He was out, of course, twice during the game with an injury, and of course, second time didn't come back in because it was late in the game. But man, does that guy! You talk about grit. Oh my goodness.
Yep. Yeah, when you have a leader like that, and he's setting the tone and just consistently putting pressure on the ball. It's one of my. I love pressure in any sport. You put pressure on the offense, and you force them to do things that they're not used to doing, or that they have to do it, faster. They have to speed up their process or do it with so much more defense on them. Then I think long term you have a chance to win. Yeah. And so he just sets the tone, and but we gotta figure out a way to call out those strings. The problem is it's so loud in those arenas a lot of times that communication is very, very difficult. Yeah. And before you know it, boom, the game moves so fast, and you can slow it down and you can do an analysis of it after it happens. But in the moment, basketball happens so fast that it's very difficult to avoid.
Well, I'm with you. I'm very proud of the Cats. 9-point losing by 9 to what's going to be the number one team in the country, and then we're going to come back and beat them in the SEC tournament. You know that, right?
That's right. Yeah. That's right. Well, the cool thing about college basketball, it's all about the end of the season, and you got to have a good record to get a seed and get into the dance. But once you get into the dance, anything goes. Those seeds go away, and that's what makes it so special. So we're going to be battle-tested. We're going to be ready, and we'll see how it plays out for us.
Jeff, have a great week. We'll talk to you Friday. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Talk to you Friday, buddy.